second one's a yellow card tackle. I agree. The second one's a yellow card tackle. Not a single Liverpool fan here has said the second one is not a yellow card tackle. He's stupid for that. But I'd love to know how on the first one, when Udogie trips over his own fucking ankle, my player's getting booked. My player's getting booked for that.
He barely touched him.
It doesn't matter. It's enough.
You know what, Josh? I'll concede it's a foul. Worst case scenario, I concede it's a foul. But there's absolutely zero intent to foul Udogie. So how can it be a booking?
We're on the counter attack. We're on the counter attack. It has to be.
You're on the counter attack in your own half when we've got our entire defense back. Some counter attack that. Fair play. Look, I'm proud. Look, you've had your moment. I'm proud of my boys today. We were up against. It wasn't 11v11. Every single contentious decision went against us. It was 9 versus 15, 16 at some point. Not a single thing went our way. The first one is the one I'm most willing to accept. It could be a red card. But then when you sit there and say, we've seen red cards this season for Malo Gusto, and every single person agreed it wasn't a red card. So do we just want referees to consistently make incorrect decisions to balance it out over a season? Or do we want them to fuck up once and go, okay, look, we got it wrong. But we're not going to do that again. I don't understand what Curtis Jones is supposed to do after that tackle. Is he supposed to Danny Phantom his leg and turn it, transparent and just go through? Momentum is naturally going to bring that forward.
Being consistent, though, we just don't like.
He didn't go into the tackle late though because he won the ball. He won the ball. He couldn't think any more.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, that was the one I'm most willing to accept. It could be a red card. If you want to argue that one with me, that's the one where I'll sit there and go, you know what, you've got that one. Based on poor refereeing decisions so far this season, you've got that one. Offside is a black and white rule. There is no contentiousness about a black and white rule of if this part is offside, it's offside. If Tottenham fans want to try and sit there and tell me that is offside, then your best possible case scenario is you've got a groundsman who doesn't know how to cut straight lines on a pitch. You pay someone 20 grand a year to draw dodgy lines on a pitch because no possible way is that offside. No possible way. He's behind Romero. He's behind him. That you can try and put the lines off, but there is no. I will not have. I will wait until the PGM are welcome. And you know what? When they come and issue us a letter of apology, I hope we sit there last day of the season with the fucking letter in a frame going, "Way!"
I think the statement's out now
because that's all it's worth.
Guys, I'm going to interject. I want to interject because there has been a statement very, very quickly released by PG MLO, and I'm going to read this out to you here and now. And this is what it states. They have said that PG MLO acknowledges a significant human error occurred during the first half. The goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by the on-field team and match officials. This was a clear and obvious factual error and should have been resulted in a goal being awarded through VAR intervention. However, VAR failed to intervene. PGMLO will conduct a full review of the circumstances. So it was a goal. They have confirmed that they've now drawn the lines and it's been done. And this is why I said earlier on tonight, and it wasn't about digging Spurs out. It was the fact we always see the lines and we didn't. That's where, for me, it sounds like an old man. Someone should have walked onto the pitch and official said, well, let's fucking stop this game. We haven't done our job properly. Deep it for a minute. The whole world's watching. Going, hang on. For the first time in 4 years, we haven't seen lines. Where are the lines? I don't trust them without the lines. Sorry, guys. The fact they've released a statement within half an hour, 45 minutes of the game finishing tells you how bad this mistake is, because it's onside with the naked eye by a country mile. The problem now is, and look, we've seen it before, I mentioned it earlier, they initiated an apology for this. This decision has happened today. Where is the accountability? Where are the heads that are rolling? In my opinion, Howard Webb should resign his position tonight. He is in charge. This is the biggest catastrophic mistake. This is different from drawing the wrong line. You thought you got it right. They didn't even do it. Yeah. They did. Deep that for a minute. They did not even do it. There's too much of this going on, because what it did, it ruined the game. because listen, the red cards, I see why they were given. I get why they were given, right? But offsides are not a subjective decision. They either are or they are not. And if this Diaz goal goes in, the game takes a completely different route. And this isn't digging out Spurs. This isn't sticking up for Liverpool. I'm a Man United fan. My own club today, we had a bad decision go against us. You've all watched me long enough. Everyone on the panel has watched me long enough. I condemn all decisions, whether they impact my team positively or not. This is a disgrace. The referee, everyone on VAR tonight should lose their jobs permanently. Howard Webb must step down tonight. 60, and it's been confirmed as well. Someone sent me a DM. It was 62 centimeters. By the way, that's a long way. 62 centimeters onside. They didn't draw the lines. Liverpool, by the way, it won't happen, but they should. I'm going to say this now because I called Liverpool out for this when they got a draw against Wolves and didn't deserve it. Spurs should offer to replay the game.
Oh, come on.
The thing is, though,
You're a club of honor. You're a club of history. The fact that this is such a bad mistake, Spurs should offer to play the game, or 45 minutes, start a 1-1 again. Do something. You should offer to play the game again out of fair play.
Terry,
you know the most annoying thing is,
the referees. The referees have to do
They've made a mistake, but you benefited from their mistake. You're a club of honor. Do it.
Well, it didn't happen in Champions League final when everyone agreed that.
I said they should. I've called Liverpool out for it before. I'm being consistent here. Anyway, I'm being a bit flippant with that, but Alan, go on, mate. You ain't gonna just say it, bro. Go on.
No, look, I was doing a watch along at the same time, and I called it as it happened. I said, because obviously when you do a watch along, you can't hear. And I said, was there a foul in the build up to it? Because did Salah grab hold of him? And that's why it was. Because as soon as I called it, and you can go back and watch it, I said, nah, Liverpool been done dirty here. I said it in live time. So I don't make excuses. That should have been a goal. It wasn't given. It was on VAR. VAR's a joke. We know this. Let's look back at, to be fair, people blaming the ref and all that. Let's be honest. Ref got it wrong in the first instance for that red card. That given a yellow card, the ref got it wrong. That is all day. And I can't remember who it was, but I saw last season, I think it was Liverpool, Man United, or somebody got regarding one of the team, where they've gone in, they've clipped the top of the ball, their legs gone up higher and caught somebody in the calf. You could have said he got the ball, but it was a red card because it was the intent because it was already higher. Doesn't matter that he got the ball. It's a leg breaker. I saw last season or the season before, a West Ham player clear the ball, his momentum brought it down and actually accidentally clipped the Chelsea player, and he got a red card for it. Liverpool fans coming here crying, oh, we've been hard done. Look. The red card was a red card. The ref got it wrong in the first place. The offside is where you guys got, like, for me, and I will be honest, you guys got hard done by. That was a goal all day long, and obviously VAR needs to look into it. Again, people say about the second yellow card. Look, Jota, can you say that was an actual yellow card? No, looks like he clipped his own legs, Destiny. People are on here going, oh, I'm actually speaking sense. Just relax, let your emotions run away with you. I'm talking sense here.
Don't do that. Nobody's interrupting you.
It was. Let me finish. The first yellow card for Jota, again, probably wasn't a yellow card. I completely agree with that. Jota then decides 2 minutes later to go and commit a foul, which is a blatant yellow card, straight after the fact, causing himself to get sent off. You were hard done by at certain points. It's as simple as that. You were hard done by. But this whole thing is that nothing's ever gone wrong. I remember when the rule got changed for handball, Dyer goes to clear a header from behind. Carroll heads it against his hand, but Dyer ain't even looking. We get a penalty against us. We lose points. Spurs, when Mora was fouled. The ball was booted within a second and within a yard away off the back of him there, and it was considered to be handball. We scored a goal from that. It got taken away. We didn't even get a free kick. Spurs have had history of this and all that. And every time Spurs fans come in here and say, "Oh, we've had this and all that," "Oh, cry me a river," that's the buzzword I'm going to like. No. At the end of the day, bad decisions happen. VAR needs to be completely looked at. How on earth have we got VAR and stuff like this is completely going wrong? VAR, literally every single time there's a penalty, rather than actually a referee go to the screen and look at it and go, well, I'm not sure. They always literally have to go to a screen and agree with the off-field decision to say it's a penalty because they change their mind because they've been told to. This VAR was brought in to sort out problems in football, and it's creating more than it has. Now, Liverpool fans are going to come on after me and go, "You're saying this, you're saying that." No. I've said there should have been a goal for thingy. I called it in real time as it happened. I said you were hard done by. The Jota one was a red card. I don't care. It was a potential leg breaker. So the intent, but it wasn't malice or anything like that. It was just obviously a bad, unfortunate incident. But if he doesn't do that, if he doesn't break a leg, then it's a thing like that. But the same momentum's taking it into him. This whole thing about, because it doesn't break his leg means it's not a red card. Absolutely ridiculous take that is. At the end of the day, you've seen it happen with players before. When it's caught him in the leg and it could be that. It's going to be a red card. The Jota one, the first yellow for me definitely wasn't a yellow. The second yellow, you give a referee a decision to make. Minutes later, that is on the player, could have literally just calmed himself down, but he carried on. Yes, things went against you. Again, let me go back to the actual footballing point of view now. Spurs, Liverpool, you go back and say it. Liverpool, when they went out 10 men, they've done it against Newcastle and that. They went 5-5. They caused Spurs all sorts of problems going forward. They were good, solid defensive because we couldn't literally. By the time we got back into going through the pitch, we were that slow. You guys were set and you were very hard to break down. Liverpool showed today, what they showed against Newcastle, that they are a very good team. And people say about mentality and all that, they do have that because they saw 10 men going down as not a challenge. They saw it that we're still going to win. So I give Liverpool massive credit for the way they played today. Spurs were not on it. And on another day without a decision going away, you would have won. And this is a thing where we've got to now look at VAR and say, is VAR helping the game? If not, it needs to be taken out of the game. Because how on earth we have got to this point, 4 or 5 years into it, where literally we're meant to be seeing less and less controversy.
VAR's fine.
VAR taken out of football altogether.
VAR's fine. I don't like this narrative that VAR's at fault. VAR is fine. As they said themselves, human error. The people that we employ, the people that we pay thousands of pounds a year to officiate in the best league in the world have sat there and watched it. And Carragher said something that I don't know how true it is, but I'm just going off what I've read. Apparently, the officials, where they went wrong was they didn't realise Christian Romero was there. They were doing it from Pedro Porro and Luis Diaz. Yeah. They didn't realise that Christian Romero was playing them on side, miles down the line.
This is the problem I have with so much of this. Is the other night, and again, I remember Man United decisions more than I remember rivals because I'm a Man United fan. You have we all go through this. You all have your own examples where the commentator will go, "Oh, yeah, that's a clean tackle," and you're watching the replay and you're going, "What are you looking at, mate? What are you looking at?" We see this all the time. It's not. I need to go. I'm going to go to more of your opinion. I want to speak to Harry. I want to speak to Orchie. I want to speak to Dan. Got to speak to Sam still. I have 62 super chats to get through, and I love my panel, but my audience are the most important element of the football terrace. So I do need to respect them. George here with a huge donation. Thank you very much, my friend. He says fans should get together and protest against the calamity of refereeing. Today is Liverpool. Next week will be Tottenham. 2 weeks later it will be United, and so on. We all do. We all do this bantering each other. Then we should be trying to change this, as it's an absolute shambles. And again, mate, listen, George, I appreciate the super chat. I've been talking about this for 7 or 8 years now. I got threatened outside Old Trafford once because when I still had my season tickets and I was doing YouTube, I called for Man United to give Wayne Rooney a 3-game ban ourselves for diving for a penalty, and Man United fans wanted to kick my head in over saying that. So I've been calling for this stuff for a decade now. Self-police. And even when we benefit from something, call for punishments and call out the controversy. But we won't do it. We won't do it because we're human beings. We're selfish by nature. But I think you're absolutely spot on.